Hi everybody, how you doing? I've had my last meal. I'm just making a record of my fast beginning at 1940 hours on May 4th today. I'm going to attempt to do 4 to 5 days, and I've only ever done a 3-day fast, water fast, or a 3-day urine fast before. So I'm really nervous because I'm going to mix dry fasting in with the water fasting, and then I don't know if I'm going to do urine, including the urine. I drink my urine most mornings anyway, so we'll just see if I'm going to do that. But I've got herbal teas like raspberry leaf and mullein that I can have. As well as I'm going to buy some coriander and some cucumber tomorrow to put in the water, so as not to break ketosis but to have that flavor there. I'll come back up. So tomorrow I'm going to go and buy coriander and cucumber to put slices in my water, and I've got the herbs. And what I'm going to do is, because I haven't done a 4 or 5 day fast before, I've actually taken blood pressure, my blood pressure, because I lived with my parents. My mother actually had to check hers regularly for a while, so I've got a machine on hand. So I'm going to check my blood pressure. I've already done my resting after my last meal. I'm going to check it again tomorrow rising, and take note of that. And then around day 4 and day 5 is when I'll be monitoring that. I'll take it each rising to see how it shifts and if it does, just because I'm really quite svelte as a person anyway. So the times that I have done a 3-day fast, by the 3rd day, unless I circulate my energy, I can be really lightheaded if I've been sat for a while when I stand. Yeah, so just for the fact of sitting and then getting up and made me very lightheaded by the 3rd day, the very first time I ever fasted back in 2021. So I just remembered that, and I feel like I want to change my relationship with fasting as well, because most of the time I've used it for shadow work, to purge. And because the eclipse has already done that for me in the lead up to, since the Aries new moon solar eclipse, I've been purging anyway, and I really felt like I came through it by Monday. So I already feel like I've been through the eclipse portal. So I'm just using the days preceding, pardon me, I've got burps already, which is cool, preceding and the day of to purge for parasites and things like this because of quitting cigarettes. I feel like my diet hasn't been as clean as what I'd like, and I probably need a good gut cleanse, Because those of you who aren't aware, sugars and yeasts and candia, however you pronounce it, alcohols, excess of juicing as well. If you eat a lot of fruit juices and you overeat fruit, you're actually creating alcohol in your stomach because the fermentation process, so you can actually get drunk on juices even though you're alcohol free, like me. I've been sober from alcohol for 6 and a bit years. It'll be 7 years in November, and I really notice it if I've had too much. Blueberry and mango is my go-to, and if I have too much of that juice, I can get drunk off of it because I can feel what's being processed and then what's fermenting and making me feel like that sugar rush, you know what I mean, from the fermentation process of the fruit. So regular alcohol gives you parasites as well, and then also because of the tinctures and things that can cause parasitic, yeah, so just the same with overeating bread, carbs and bread and pastas and things like this. That all turns into glucose in our stomach with whatever's not digested, yeah, when we overeat and gorge on those sort of things, right? All the white carbs and processed stuff turns into sugar, right, in our system. So considering I quit nicotine just over 130 days ago, I gotta be real with you, man. I was munching down the chocolate chip cookies and eating bread like it was going out of fashion. It was I changed one addiction for another, and then I've slowly been weaning myself off the cookies and slowly been weaning myself off the bread, and now it's just mental health reasons as well, eating that amount of crap in my body. I'm really sensitive to it, I really feel it. So I really need a good clean out, and that's what this eclipse is helping me do anyway, and I'm just jumping on board with it and boosting it a bit with a fast. So I will jump back up in a minute. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm just using the Eclipse to like give me a boost so that I can heal if any parasites are there. I can give myself a really good cleanse. I'm going to attempt to go for 4 or 5 days. As I mentioned at the beginning, feel free to journey along with me, because I want to reframe my relationship with fasting, is what I was saying as well earlier, and then I got sidetracked. I've used it for purging, so I've really hermited, stayed away from social media. I've literally stayed in bed, giving myself a dopamine cleanse at the same time. However, this time I want to document it. I want my life to continue on per normal. I want to be able to still do my researching and my writing and my posting on socials if I feel it. I probably will be on this account a lot over the next 5 days. I'm also thinking I'm about to chat with somebody about doing a collab for the astrology on Saturday the 6th, just to like push myself to ride through the fast. As normally as possible, you know, like I'll still go for a walk with Pablo during the evenings, and you know, do my thing and just whatever it is that day, right? Now, please feel free to join along. If you don't want to, that's cool too. If you are going to fast though, and you haven't done it before, I highly suggest beginning with a juice fast, just so as to not put your body completely into shock. That's how I was introduced to fasting, and it's very, very beneficial. Even if you try intermittent fasting for 12 to 18 hours and see how your body reacts to that 18-hour mark, because when you're very first beginning to fast, it can put your body in a terrible amount of shock, especially if you have a high refined sugar intake generally. So juice fast first before going into a water fast, or a dry fast especially, is like, you know, they're full on. So yeah, I'll come back up. Yeah, so I'm really nervous about, I can't remember what I was saying on the last story, so, but if you want a hand with fasting along with me at any point, if you want to join me, just DM me, and I'll help you out if you've never done it before. And if you have done it before and you want to join me, even just on the DL, like just heart these stories, or one of these stories, and let me know like that you're going to do it as well, because that'll be so cool, because I know how difficult it can be to fast alone. I have 2 friends that I'm going to be messaging who have both fasted before, who are very, very much into it like I am, so I have some support with me, so I'm so gracious for that. Thank you. And yeah, I'm really nervous about putting this and posting this and claiming that I'm going to do 4 or 5 days. It's kind of nerve-wracking, so I haven't put a timer on my clock. I've just put a reminder in my calendar to mark the 1940 hours each day, and we'll see how we go. So I'll catch you tomorrow. Mwah. Blessings. And PS, I forgot to mention the collab that I'm doing. I'll post all the details here for you guys if you want to join live as well. I'm about to contact the dude and we're going to have a chat about it now. And also I'm toying with the idea of doing a 20% off of all my sessions. So if you're interested in that, please DM me Eclipse gift. Because I do want to be showing up and doing sessions, and I don't want this fast to affect my life. I want to really reshape the relationship I have with fasting. So I'm hoping to have 1 or 2 client sessions in that time as well. So yeah, 20% off. If you're interested, please let me know. It'd be an honor to serve you, especially in this potent time, this potent energy, yeah? Also, please check the Astro Vibe update highlights in Alchemy with Amanda. Just with regards to some Eclipse tips. I did post them here as well yesterday. So much love, be well, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Mwah!